successful book haul. I must say, I've tried really hard to refrain from buying books this summer. I wanted to get through my little shelf that I have on my desk of books that I have yet to read. But when your best friend calls and asks if you want to go book shopping, you can't say no. As I am such a good friend, I went along with her.
One thing led to another.
And here we are, sitting down doing this video. First, I want to show you the two books that I got at my local little library thrift store. So my local library has a bookstore of used books and they have really good quality books. So these are basically brand new and I get them at a fraction of the cost. I only got two this time because these were the two that really caught my eye, but I wanted to share them with you in this video. So these are honorable mentions. First one is Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. This is I want to say a historical fiction that takes place in the Gilded Age. Our setting is in New York, so we have the high and mighty, the social elite, the upper class, if you will. I've heard really good things about this book. It's supposed to be very witty and funny and just pure escapism. I love the cover. I think it looks really eclectic. Is that the word for it? Also think this is supposed to be satire of the like super wealthy and elite. So I think it's gonna be a really good time. I got it for $5. So I feel like this was pure gold, needle in a haystack, if you will. Next up, I picked up Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I've heard nothing but really good things about Project Hail Mary. This is a pretty hefty book, but again, it's like brand new. I got it for, again, $5, and we have a lone astronaut, an impossible mission, and an ally he never imagined. So this is gonna be sci-fi. Apparently I'm into sci-fi now, I don't know. One day I will read this book and I will report back, but for now it will sit happily on my bookshelf. All right, those are the two books I picked up at my little thrift store. Now I'm going to show you the books I got at Barnes & Noble. I do have the Barnes & Noble membership. If you don't know what that is, it's a new membership that they're offering. I think it's $40 a year instead of $25. However, you get a tote bag every year. You do get discounts off of your Starbucks drinks as well as free upgrades on your drinks. You get 10% off of your order and you also collect stamps. And after X amount of stamps, you get a coupon sent to your email. I have found it to be really nice and I go frequently. I like to let my family members and friends use it. So it's just a nice little thing that I have with them, and this isn't sponsored or anything, but I do think it's worth the membership fee, especially if you're going pretty regularly to the bookstore or Barnes & Noble. I found a little bit of everything this go around. I wanted to just peruse the shelves and not be on the hunt for anything in particular because really I wasn't, but I feel like I found a little bit of everything, and we're gonna start with The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. This is book 2 in the Housemaid duology, I guess. The Housemaid is I want to say a mystery thriller. I sped read through that book. I've mentioned it before. It was a really, really good short thriller mystery novel, suspense, and I sped read through it. I didn't know there was a sequel, and then I found this one, and apparently it's out there. So yeah, I really liked book 1. I'm excited to read book 2. I think this is going to be an October read for me to kind of get in the creepy month vibes. So I will save this for later, but I'm very excited that I have this, and I will report back on whether or not book 2 is just as good or better or worse than book 1. Next up, we're switching gears and I got The Bodyguard. This is by Catherine Center. I've never read anything by her, and honestly this book cover looks pretty cute. We have a famous person, a famous guy, I don't know what he does, and then we have a bodyguard. He has like a family emergency and has to go to his family ranch in Texas, and apparently he's got like a stalker. So for some reason his PR agency or his agent, manager, whatever, tells him he needs to have a bodyguard, but they send him this girl. And he doesn't want his family to know that he's got a stalker, so they pretend that they are dating, and yeah. What could go wrong, right? Let me know if you have read this book. What are your thoughts? And if you've read anything else by this author, what do you think? But I'm really excited to read this. I saw this on the little rom-com bookshelf, and I don't know, it really caught my eye. This didn't look really cheesy to me. It sounded really fun and original, unique, so I'm excited to dive into this one. And then I picked up a book that I Haven't heard before, but I really love the author, and I ended up going on Google and searching like the top books by this author, and books that I thought were going to rank higher ranked lower on this article, and on the top 3 was this book and then the other 2 books that I read. So I figured, let me grab this one. It sounds like it's going to be a good time, and that is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I have not heard anyone talk about this book, and the little blurb on the top says, just friends, just friends, just friends. If they repeat it enough, maybe it'll be true. Very excited to read this because I love The Unhoneymooners. I loved Love and Other Words. Apparently this was on the top 3 of this list with those other 2 books in like the number 1 and 2 spots. So I have really high hopes. I have really high expectations. I really hope this doesn't let me down. But so far I've been really impressed with Christina Lauren's writing. And yeah, if you have read any other books by her, let me know what you think. I just checked. This is written in 2018, so it's a little bit of an older work by hers, but I am excited nonetheless. Again, I haven't seen anyone talk about this book. I've never seen this cover before. Yeah. Another book by an author that I have recently discovered and have found I love their writing style is Rebecca Ross. I just read Divine Rivals. Go ahead and click down below to watch my Divine Rivals reading vlog and my full thoughts on that. But I decided to pick up A River Enchanted by her because this book has also had a lot of hype, a lot of really good reviews on this book, and I fell in love with her writing style. I found it to be so cozy and charming and just beautiful and sad. Yeah, so I don't really know too much about this storyline other than we have a fantasy world and a guy named Jack who is apparently on a quest to help save or find these missing girls that are on this island. It's about 2 characters, Jack and Adara, and they're solving this little mystery. So it's like a fantasy mystery, maybe? Cozy fantasy, perhaps? I'm excited to find out. And this cover is also very beautiful. I am excited to get into this book. I didn't think I was gonna love Divine Rivals as much as I did, and I have high expectations for this book. I really hope it doesn't let me down because I want to read more of her books, and it's really cute. It's really, really cute. So let me know in the comments if you have read this book. What are your thoughts on it? I want to know. Then I picked up something I did not think I was going to get at all, but then I saw a TikTok, I think, of this book, and it got me thinking that I should just step out of my comfort zone and read something more that is just like general fiction. I'm thinking that's what this is, magical realism maybe. Again, I never thought this would be a book I would pick up, but it sounded really beautiful and heartfelt and cozy and pulling at your heartstrings kind of book. So yeah, we got it. That is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I know what you're thinking. What in the world is this giant octopus and this girl doing on the book cover? What is this book about? I will tell you. Apparently we have an octopus who is sentient. He's very intelligent and he lives in this aquarium. He's just spending his days in this tank observing the people. We have a girl that works at the aquarium whose son went missing, and through circumstances I have yet to discover, the octopus knows what happened to her missing son, I guess. So the story is about him trying to find a way to communicate with this lady. It sounds really cute. I don't know. I read a couple of pages. I'm not gonna read them to you, but I read like the first page of this book, and when I tell you I fell in love with the writing, I'm very excited to I'm really excited to read this book. I think this is going to be a really cozy book to read maybe in September. I will be traveling a bit in September, so maybe this will be a book I take with me. We are stepping out of my comfort zone. We have a little bit of everything. We're going to finish off this video with one more book that I grabbed, and I just started it actually. So that is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This is I want to say it's like a sci-fi fantasy dystopian book. Let me know if I'm wrong here, but we have a guy who is, I want to say he's seeking revenge over some stuff that went down. We have this setting in outer space. I want to say it's Mars. They're trying to like establish a livable land in Mars, and the people that are working there are like divided up into different clans, and there's like hierarchies. And the main point of view we get is from a man who's like on like one of the lowest of the low clans, and they're just not treated fairly. I don't really know much else about this other than him and his people have been wronged one too many times. He's had enough. The straw broke the camel's back kind of situation, and he is going to seek vengeance, I think. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm 5 chapters in, and it was upsetting to say the least, but I'm really excited with the trajectory this book is taking. Stay tuned for an update on this book. But that is gonna be it. Those are the books that I picked up recently. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on these books. If you've read them, if you've heard of them, what are your thoughts? And if you have any more recommendations, please let me know in the comments down below. I will put some more videos here on book hauls in case you're interested. But until next time, I will catch you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.